What is up with y'all niggas, man? We back again, another reaction. And this time we got the dramatic downfall of Young Chop. This was Chief Keef's cousin and producer back when that nigga was doing music, like for the first time and shit, his early years and shit, back in 2012, 2013. I really like Young Chop. I haven't heard of Young Chop in a while, dog. So we're gonna see what this video is about. This might be the last video for today. But without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's jump right into it, nigga. Gang, gang.
When it comes to the world of hip-hop, few producers have had the impact that Young Chop has had. He's a pioneer in the drill rap scene, and his influence can be heard in countless hit records. Songs like Love Sosa by Chief Keef and Ready for War by Lil Durk. But Young Chop is more than just a producer. He also successfully transitioned into a rapper himself, with his songs racking up millions of views on YouTube. Despite his undeniable success, Young Chop is no stranger to controversy, and has often found himself in feuds with other artists in the industry, leading to one of the most dramatic downfalls in recent hip-hop history.
Today, we're
going to
from
be answering
Detroit.
the question of what happened to Young Chop. So without further ado, let's go. Tyree Pittman, who goes by the stage name Young Chop, grew up in the south side of Chicago and played a significant role in popularizing drill rap. He began producing beats at the young age of 11 using his mother's computer, despite the fact that it was meant to be shared by everyone in the house. This passion for music eventually helped change his life and the lives of those around him. In 2012, Young Chop produced the hit record I Don't Like for Chief Keef featuring Lil Reese. The song became an instant success and put Chicago on the mainstream map. Young Chop continued to collaborate with Keef, producing another hit single called Love Sosa, and he went on to work with a plethora of other artists such as Kanye West, Juicy J, Big Sean, French Montana, Gucci Mane, and Meek Mill, among others. Young Chop even launched his own rap career and released 12 studio albums, including Precious that came out in 2013, Still that he dropped in 2014, Fat Gang or No Gang that came out in 2015, Finally Too Rich that also came out in 2015, King Chop in 2016, Copatelli in 2016, King Chop 2 in 2008.
The thing about Young Chop is he released a lot of projects, and he a good producer, bro. But I don't know, I just haven't been hearing about that nigga as of lately, bro. Like, the nigga just kind of been like on the back burner doing his own thing and shit. I haven't really, heard too much about Young Chop, but he did release a lot of bangers back in the day, bro.
Don't Sleep in 2019, Comfortable in 2019, and Young Godfather in 2020, and then he dropped Under Surveillance in 2021. Furthermore, Young Chop established his own record label called Chop Squad Records. He also started a website called SoundKit Wiz, which is an online retail music production website where producers and engineers can purchase audio engineering products. Despite his success, signs of Young Chop's unfriendly personality emerged early in his career. After Kanye West added a verse to I Don't Like, Chop expressed his dissatisfaction on Twitter, even though most people would have just taken it as a blessing. In a phone call with DJ Moondog, Chop said this.
Chop, you there?
So it's probably his attitude.
All right, man. Yo, I Don't Like remix just dropped. I saw you just tweet out that you're mad as I'm assuming it's about the song.
I'm mad as because it's the fact that they did not ask me to change up in my beat. They don't have no file, none of my, so how did they add another melody on against the real? They was playing me, and I will get told I will still got to Kanye West, and you need to call my phone right now for a snap.
Clearly upset. I mean, I heard it. Now the remix is tough lyrically, but I heard they added little medleys and they changed some when it is not the same feel.
None of it. I don't like that.
Yeah, most niggas would have just took the shit down. I feel like he went too far with that shit. I'm not gonna lie. He ain't have to do all that bullshit. He could just call Kanye. They could have had this conversation behind closed doors, away from the cameras, away from social media. But nah, I know how street niggas is. Street niggas nowadays, they bring a lot of shit to the internet. Not dissing Young Chop, but I'm just saying, dog, you could have handled that way better.
Respectful. I made a sound, so you gonna stay with my sound. I don't say. I'd rather give all the time. I would need to change the beat up. The beat is all by itself.
Yeah. I agree, and it's not the same I Don't Like as the original with Keef and Reese.
Don't sound the same. It do not sound the same. They don't got the same feel.
However, in 2013, Kanye let Chop work on his Yeezus album, which Chop praised and called a genius piece of art, but 2 years later, he was right back to going at Kanye again.
And
this nigga
don't make it no better. You feel me? He right along with it. Use you, try to soak up everything. get you the right songs for him, you know, and then don't call you after that.
As time went on, the situation Young Chop found himself in only worsened. During an Instagram live chat with Gilly the Kid, Young Chop told a story about a studio session he had with Meek Mill and 21 Savage. Apparently, Chop popped up into a studio session that the two were at, and he was packing that heat. As Chop tells the story, when they found out, they dipped out the studio quick.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
21 Savage came at you.
I ain't saying his name, you said it.
Man, Savage ain't come at you, man.
Man, I ain't living like that.
Oh, he dissed that nigga.
I'm telling you.
He said he ain't living
I
like
was in the
that.
studio with him and Meek. Ain't living like that. I had that you dig on me.
Nah, this nigga causing trouble. This nigga Chop causing trouble. This nigga on the internet said 21 ain't really about that. Nah, he started some shit. That nigga started some shit, bro. Oh God.
Left the studio. Swear to God.
Following the incident with Meek Mill and 21 Savage, Young Chop attempted to get Meek Mill to collaborate with Polo G. However, Meek didn't respond, which Young Chop took as a sign of Meek's fakeness. During the Instagram live with Gilly, Gilly tried to defend Meek, but Young Chop persisted in his criticism, even accusing French Montana, Lil Wayne, and Cassidy of being fake gangsters as well. Meek Mill eventually responded to Young Chop's comments on Twitter, expressing concern for Chop's mental health and stating, "It's obvious Chop having some mental issues. Y'all be gassing stuff so much, y'all just ignore it. I've been getting beef from him for years. Hope he gets well." French Montana also replied with his own tweet to echo the sentiment of Young Chop possibly having some kind of mental breakdown, saying, "It's sad to see this fake ass. Young Chop need to be in a mental institution. It's only a matter of time till somebody take his life. Then all you gonna see is RIP. If somebody care about that man, go grab him and take him somewhere." 21 also responded to Chop with an Instagram story post that said, "Make sure y'all..."
This shit getting heated, my nigga. Everybody coming after this nigga now. They saying this nigga got mental illness. They take this nigga to the mental institution. God damn, they on this nigga Chop head.
Get his tape when it drops because he needs the clout, and pray for him because he done lost his mind. Right after this, he responded to 21 Savage with his own Instagram live video.
What's up? Oh God. And I'm in Atlanta. And 21, we live in the same area. Telling people that we live in the same, we go to the same Walmart. What's up? Let the people know that.
Young Chop, juggling his two new beefs at once, also sent out this tweet where he claimed that Meek was mad at him because Meek's girl was unfaithful. Behind the scenes though, things were heating up. 21 Savage hopped in Chop's DMs with the threat. Young Chop posted the message publicly, proving that he was ready for all the smoke. He also took shots at R&B singer Sean Kingston, calling into question his sexuality. The two had previously worked together on Sean Kingston's song Kissing Girls, and this pretty much came out of nowhere. Now Chop was sending an apology to Kingston, but in the most Young Chop fashion, he seemingly apologizes just to double down seconds later on his statements.
All the LGBTQ, whatever, you know, no disrespect to y'all, I swear to God, you know, but y'all understand where I'm coming from. I'm not bashing y'all, I got gay cousins, you know, and all that, but steady coming at a like sideways with all this, you know, I hate to use the word gay and that, but you know, but that's how I was raised.
He continued to take.
Yeah, this nigga starting all types of crazy shit. This nigga going after 21 Savage, French Montana, Meek Mill, all these niggas. He going after the gay community. This nigga want smoke with everybody, nigga. This nigga shot crazy.
New ops, posting a photo of 21 Savage with his ex-girlfriend Amber Rose, where he's holding a sign that says, "I'm a hoe too." This culminated in Young Chop popping up in 21 Savage's old hood and asking random people where 21 was at, all while running up an Uber bill.
Yeah, go straight up in here, man.
This nigga outside with it.
Hey, big dog. Big dog. What's up, big dog? What 21 is that? What 21? What all them at? Oh, okay. Thought it was a problem around this goofies. Talking about won't pull up to that my second home. Now this your first home right here. Send this right now by myself. Dare pull up. And these bullets ain't bouncing off no car. What a temple, what 21 them be at? What 21 them be at?
Nah, this nigga really outside though.
What 21 them be at? Oh, you don't know who that is?
This also resulted in Young Chop allegedly being shot at while sitting in the back seat of that Uber. In the same video, he claims they shot out the Uber driver's windows and even offers to pay for it while saying that 21 needs to hire better shooters.
Bro, they need to go hire some more shooters, bro. What the bro? Really, bro? Y'all let off that many shots and ain't hit. Now you got cash out? I'm gonna pay for your windows. I'm gonna pay for them.
No, I'm finna tell this nigga get the fuck out of my car. Hell no, you're not finna bring that bullshit to my bitch. You in the Uber? Hey, you crazy as hell. If I was an Uber driver, I'd kick that nigga out of my motherfucking car. No, nigga. You're not finna get me killed over no fucking bullshit, nigga. I'm finna kick that nigga out of my car. You got me fucked up.
I got you.
At least he paid for the window, though. Shit. At least.
Young Chop even got into it with King Von after hopping into King Von's Girls Live.
Get this man off my life. Chop big. Tell him going on.
Chop, hey, Chop, we don't even play like that over here. You hear me? I think Chop trying to get that million followers as well.
Hey, Chop, we don't play like that. Where you at?
Tell Chop stop playing.
He was putting a laughing crying faces and shit.
What you laughing at, fat boy? Tell Chop stop playing.
Chop better be cool before I pull up to that crib.
My mama.
Unfortunately, things only continued to go downhill. In 2020, Young Chop was arrested for discharging his firearm on the front porch in the middle of the night. Thankfully, nobody was injured during the incident, but according to Young Chop, some goons had tried to follow him home, leading to the incident. He posted the footage on his Instagram.
Ain't that some shit? Oh, this nigga got his fat ass rolls out and shit. Oh, goddamn. Put on a shirt, Chop. Put on a motherfucking shirt, nigga. That should be decent exposure. Put on a shirt.
What's up? What's up? Oh.
Before all of this, Young Chop remained relatively peaceful in the industry, but for some reason, he seemed to change around 2020. That's when this decline really started, and a lot of people were left wondering what exactly was the cause of his concerning behavior. Well, prior to all this, Chop's mother had passed away, and so did his grandmother, and he was extremely close with both of them, leading to speculation.
Yeah, I do think this nigga is battling some type of mental illness, but all niggas who was born in the hood go through some type of trauma in they fucking brain and shit, so he ain't no different from anybody else who grew up in that type of situation. But yeah, this nigga definitely battling some type of mental illness, dog. For sure.
His behavior might have been tied to the grief he was experiencing over the losses, but it only got worse for Young Chop. A week after he visited 21 Savage's neighborhood in search of him, Young Chop was arrested and charged with reckless conduct. According to the arrest report, based on the testimony of the Uber driver that was with him that day, Chop took an Uber to a convenience store and then asked the Uber driver to take him to an apartment complex where he claimed 21 Savage was located. Although when they got there, it turned out to not be his current residence. The report states that Chop got out of the car and asked people on the street for the location of 21 Savage's house. During his search, he had an argument with an unknown man and pulled out a semi-automatic handgun on him. He then got back into the Uber, which was followed when the sedan pulled up to the Uber. Chop allegedly showed the gun again. The occupants of the sedan then shot at the Uber, hitting several parts of the vehicle. The sedan drove off and Chop asked the Uber driver to pursue it, but they were unsuccessful in catching up to the other car. The Uber driver was unable to provide a description of the suspects or the vehicle's license plates. Like we seen in the video, Chop offered to pay for the damages to the car, but he also asked the driver not to report anything to the police. After it all went down, Chop simply asked to be dropped off at his house. Then in 2022, he endured another loss. According to reports, his brother was putting the beast on his girlfriend, resulting in her killing him. This is around the time that Chop stopped being active on his social media pages. In April of 2022, Young Chop was arrested on jumping bail on his previous charges and failure to appear for fingerprinting. He's been locked up ever since. In conclusion, conclusion, Young Chop's impact on the drill scene is undeniable. As a producer, he worked with numerous artists and played a significant role in popularizing the genre. He even transitioned into a rapper himself successfully with several albums to his name. However, his career was plagued with controversy, from feuds with other artists to his erratic and concerning behavior on social media and in real life. It's unclear exactly what caused this decline in his behavior, although some speculate that it was related to the loss of his mother and grandmother. It's unclear what the future holds for Chop, but that's the story of his dramatic decline. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the...
Yeah, man. I think this nigga was battling some type of mental illness. The nigga just went crazy as hell growing up in Chicago in the hood. That'll do that to you. So that nigga definitely is crazy, bro. He ain't all the way right in the head for sure, but that nigga definitely caused his downfall. Like, he doing all that stupid ass shit. Like, why would you pull up to 21 Savage hood, talk all that shit, and then not expect to get fucking shot at? Like, come on now, you doing too fucking much. Sit back, make money, and make your music and shit like your cousin Chief Keef is doing. You don't hear Chief Keef out here doing that wild ass shit, so why you doing it? I don't understand, but I definitely understand his downfall. That nigga definitely caused that shit, bro. That nigga died some type of mental illness. But anyway, this is a good ass video. Shout out to that nigga. Without further ado, man, we'll get the fuck up out of here. Peace.